Coleman from Riverdale High School. Good afternoon, Glenn.
Good afternoon. Great to talk to you.
Great to have you here on Teachers in Classrooms Drinking Coffee. We're virtual, but we're still here. So thank you for keeping this going with me.
Sure.
So you're from Riverdale High School, and what do you teach?
I've been teaching social studies at Riverdale High School for the past 22 years.
Awesome.
And about 8 years ago, I got my doctorate where I really reinvented my teaching.
Awesome. And from Drew. So we're both Drew grads. So go
Yes.
Drew. So now you have a fellowship as an innovative educator. Tell us a little bit about this.
Sure. So I'm an HP teaching fellow, which means that through Digital Promise, which is the Aegis organization of Microsoft and HP, that they reach out to people around the country to find innovative educators, and they selected me as one of them.
Amazing. So how are you innovative in your classroom?
Well, I believe that the question is more important than the answer. I think that the process is more important than the product, and that the love of learning is more important than intelligence, because ultimately the former, the process, the love, is all about an infinite, expansive search for knowledge, whereas the answers in the product are finite, and that's inherently uninteresting.
Wow, that's an amazing approach. Thank you for that. So another thing that you've been doing is you've been highlighting educators, which I really appreciate because I see much in common with our projects. Tell us about your podcast and how can we share that with teachers who are stuck in their homes for an unknown amount of time, and they can learn from you. So tell us about this podcast.
Oh, thank you so much, Leah, for the opportunity. So I think that teaching is really an inherently solitary job, just because we grade, teach, and prepare often alone. And now that we are in lockdown, we're now further alone. And so I created this podcast where I reach out to teachers around the country to simply get into long-form conversations that could last for an hour to 2 hours or longer, where we really get into the weeds on the challenges and possibilities of the job, because ultimately, if there's wind in our sails, smiles on our faces, we're going to rock the classroom.
That's awesome. And what is the name of the podcast?
Yeah, good question. It's called Teacher Breathe.
Teacher Breathe.
As in take a breath. Teacher Breathe.
So relatable. Right. That's amazing. So I'm going to share it along with the video that we've created. And great. I want to thank you for joining me here on the first edition of the virtual version of this program. So cheers to Riverdale School District.
Oh, thank you so much. And thanks for reaching out. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.